This is episode 5, and I'm in a little village now called Ernen, E-R-N-E-N, and it's quite beautiful. You can see a building behind me, and I'll give you like a 360 of a building that is the tourist center. I will turn my camera around and say, what am I doing now in this village? Well, this beautiful little Alpine village, also we're going to walk to it, tortured men and women and persecuted women for being witches. This is a building that was restored, and you can see the drawings here. Like, I learned that this building, you can see it was restored in 1943. That is actually quite recent, and that is when that's when they began to preserve their history. Now, in this particular village, you can see there's fresh water. In fact, I just got some water from this beautiful little fish. And you would not know that this building was called the Rathaus. Now, I want you to notice there's a sundial up at the top. And this building, it was built in the 1700s. And you'll notice that there are grates, and there were grates on the building we just looked at as well. But down here was a torture chamber. And there were prison cells. And it says here, it's in German, but it says that this is the Rathaus, and it was built 1770, and there was, I guess, 1953, there was a restaurant. And no one would really know that, it doesn't say, hey, yeah, we did a lot of witch trials. We really mistreated a lot of women here and men. It's a beautiful little village. And now we're going to take a walk. A 7-minute walk. Yeah, welcome. I mean, it is beautiful. It's all in German. Ich kann ein bisschen Deutsch sprechen, nicht sehr gut, meine Mutti war Deutsch und and a little bit of German. So yeah, we're walking in this town. I'm going to show you the signs here. Ernen is the name of the village. It's a bicycling village. It's beautiful, and there's the cross from 1929. And Mühlbach, this name here, is where the executions were. So we're going to walk to that, and I mean, it's lovely, right? And you might think, why am I doing this? Well, I'll tell you something. That number one, I started traveling to Europe when I was 16. I went with my mother for the first time to Romania to visit her father, because the Russians had taken her father when she was a child, and she had escaped Romania with her mother and her sister and her Aunt Karen, who moved to Australia. So I'm going to make sure we're walking in the right direction. I might have to end this one and start recording and merge them, because I have a map of where we're walking. We're walking about 500 meters to the gallows, to where the actual gallows were. And, there's restaurants, hotels, beautiful, absolutely beautiful mountains. You can see here the beautiful mountains, the mountain ranges, the deeply German village, and you don't see anything written on that sign that says execution sites. So let me tell you what I had talked to AI about, and I may do an entire piece on this, was that, the witchcraft trials, does that relate to, in any way, to domestic violence today? And I'll tell you, AI really gave me some really interesting information about the fact that this infrastructure is similar. Like 1 in 3 women today will be in some form of sexual assault. And that is by the World Health Organization. Like, I'm not coming up with these numbers myself. These are from the World Health Organization. So how does that relate to witchcraft? Well, it's persecution of women. Right? I mean, it's persecuting women, and then having systems like structures, like churches, that actually supported the witchcraft, supported the fact that women were feeding the devil and having Sabbaths, and being 70 popes actually were involved in supporting women being persecuted for being witches. So now, instead of having witch trials, we have women who try to defend their children and get out of domestic violence situations. I mean, myself included, having testified for a woman whose husband was trying to have her removed from the country, and then myself testifying to a judge and saying, Judge, are you aware that Miss So-and-so, that Mr. So-and-so, that there are police records that he had tried to suffocate her? And this woman was in a courtroom and jail for multiple months. That's what I'm talking about. So stay tuned. I am going to get on my Google map and make sure that I'm walking in the right direction to the gallows, which will be my next episode. Thanks for watching.